Hi everybody, it's Nathan and Sonia. What's good at TJ's? Coming back at you with, I guess you've probably already guessed what this video review might be about, or it's more of a discussion than a review because most of these have already been reviewed on our blog, which you can check out in the description below. There's links to that blog and all of our social media. We're talking about Trader Joe's spices. And this is not all of their spices. This is just the ones we have on hand. There's a few that we use that we're out of, but for the most part, this is what we have on hand. And there's a row back here that we couldn't even fit in the frame of other spices and seasonings. I guess we're just going to go down the line and talk about each one. And then we're going to talk about which ones are our absolute favorites. And then maybe we'll pick one or two that we don't like that much, that we don't recommend. Yep. And also we're going to get into, there's a couple that are exclusives to a pack that is no longer available. I think that's the cocoa cinnamon sugar.
Correct.
Which comes in, it was a multi-pack called the Spice Market. And there was also an Italian seasoning in that was excellent. We used that one all up and we can't get it anymore. It was good for like cinnamon toast with a twist, right? And
ice cream.
Yes.
Vanilla ice cream.
It did work very well with like any kind of plain ice cream vanilla.
Yeah.
Vanilla's probably the best. I guess, is that everything but the
elote? Yay.
I will let Sonia handle that one.
That one is good. So I think preferably it's good with corn. I think it works with corn, vegetables. I think we've tried it in chicken, right, before?
We've tried it in a lot of
ground
different
beef.
ways. Yeah, it's obviously optimized for corn. It's supposed to take the place of mayo, cotija cheese, lime juice, and
chili powder, right?
Chili powder. It's supposed to be most of the ingredients that you would put on elote.
Yes.
And I think the way I liked it best was on like corn niblets. And then we also added some real lime or lemon.
Yes, that's a good idea. Remind me later to make that.
Yeah, we've done that before. And we have tried it on actual corn on the cob, which is of course really good. But I think the actual elote ingredients, like it can't quite beat cotija cheese. Real cotija cheese is really tough to beat for that kind of application. And mayo has its own texture and everything.
Yeah, it's good though. It's still versatile enough. Yeah, we definitely tried in different things. You're next.
What's up next? Za'atar.
Yeah,
that one actually grew on me even more than I thought it would. I liked it to begin with, but now I really like it. And finding out that it's fairly versatile. I just had a couple of hard-boiled eggs with nothing but za'atar sprinkled on it. Goes great with Middle Eastern dishes. You can, if you're having hummus and pita, that puts an extra little zing. It's sesame seeds and then thyme, marjoram, coriander. Anyway, there's a full-on written review on the blog. But over time, that's one that I enjoy even more now. And I would probably raise my score. I don't remember what we gave it. It was probably in the ballpark of 7 or 8, but it's good spice.
It's good. I like it too. Next is the ketchup.
Yeah.
Yes, it's the ketchup seasoning. This one, we tried it a couple times, obviously on French fries. That was like kind of the big thing. And then I think maybe like other things like chicken, just like nuggets kind of stuff. It's not versatile to me as the other spices are. They're harder to figure out what to eat with it. But I'm sure if people who are watching the video have any like feedback and comments on what they've tried it on, you should tell us, because I definitely would like to experiment with it, because we really haven't used much, as you can kind of tell compared to the other ones. It's only been a little bit of use. So anyway,
yeah, it's no replacement for real ketchup, in my humble opinion. Ketchup coats, and it has I don't know. There's just more. It's closer to an actual tomato than a powder. Now, I did say the same thing. I'm just going to jump ahead for now. We reviewed the Sriracha around the same time, and I felt the same way about the Sriracha, that it would never be a replacement for real Sriracha. But that's another one that's grown on me. I'm finding that there are times when the powdered Sriracha works just as well, if not better, than the liquid Sriracha. It doesn't taste fermented quite as much as real Sriracha, and it's about as spicy, maybe a little less spicy than real Sriracha. And I want to say it's just a tad sweeter. You know, both Sriracha and this powder have some sugar in them. And I found that, like, we had some freeze-dried meals, you know, like we just have for rainy days that we don't feel like going out, and or maybe it was venison and rice. And I sprinkled some of the Sriracha in it, and it woke it up and made it spicy, flavorful. That's just one example.
Yeah.
I'm finding I like it quite a bit.
Yep. Yeah.
And next comes a spice that needs no introduction. EBTB, as many are calling it.
Everything but the bagel. I would think most people have tried it who are Trader Joe's fans by now.
Yeah.
It's a staple in all Trader Joe's products in general. Yes, that one's pretty versatile to me. You can try it with pretty much everything.
Yeah. And obviously the concept is it's the stuff that's on an everything bagel, but not on a bagel. So you can put it on, I mean, well, Trader Joe's themselves sold it like on salmon, right? They had like is it a cream cheese or sour cream dip with everything but the bagel? And there were like one or two other things that came with everything but the bagel already pre-applied. So yeah, I mean, it is a really great condiment. There's just something about it that makes it, everything tastes like nutty and you know, kind of flavorful.
Put it in avocado toast.
Yes.
You can put it in eggs. You can put it in your rice. It's pretty versatile, and yeah, it just tastes good.
We full-time RV'd for almost 2 years. We watch a lot of like travel videos and other full-time RVers, and it seems like everybody has, I mean, Trader Joe's spices in general, but everybody has the EBTB in their little collection. I don't know what it is about, you know, nomad life and van lifers that they just have to have Trader Joe's seasonings, especially everything but the bagel. Next up, pizza seasoning. Yeah, I like the pizza seasoning. It's if you want anything to taste like pizza, you can throw it on there. It's got a little bit of tomato, and what else is in there? Paprika, coriander, black pepper. I don't know. It kind of tastes like pizza. There's nothing particularly like cheesy on there, but it's like a pizza spice and tomato. And you can put it on popcorn, make pizza flavored popcorn. I think we've used it on eggs. We've used it on pasta. Yes. Yeah. And you know, if you're ever without pasta sauce, you could throw that on. Yeah, that's kind of middle of the road for me.
I think so too. I agree. And then the next one is the pumpkin pie spice, is it?
Yeah, the pumpkin pie spice is next.
Yes. That one is obviously feels more seasonal in terms of use. You know, you could probably use it in pumpkin pie mix.
I think it's only available seasonally.
Oh, is it?
Well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there he's set what's correct.
I'm pretty sure. I'm not 1,000% sure.
Yeah, but I feel like, well, again, I think we did try it on toast, like with cream cheese. We may have tried it on yogurt or ice cream as well, like plain vanilla. But I don't feel like it's super versatile unless like you use it in pumpkin pie mix if you're going to make your own pumpkin pie for the holidays. And you can tell we haven't used much. It's practically brand new. Yeah. So you have any tips, people watching the channel, how you've used it before? You definitely should tell us, because it's also good to let us know what to do with it. And
you can turn anything into pumpkin spice, you know. You got,
that's true.
You've got a pasta. You were like, I want some pumpkin spice pasta. Throw it on there. You can throw it in.
Coffee, like a latte.
Pumpkin spice coffee. You want pumpkin spice chicken? throw it on your chicken.
Yeah.
Pumpkin spice fish, pumpkin spice anything.
Our dog wants pumpkin pie chicken. He's next to us and his ears perked up when he heard that. So
Yeah,
we'll sign him
he
up
knows
for
the word
that.
chicken.
Yeah. But yeah, that's not as versatile. So
Yeah,
in our opinion.
yeah, and it's not a bad pickup. I mean, just to experiment with it, I think it's.
No,
I
it
think-
tastes good, but
what? How much are these? These were about $2 for many years. I can't verify whether that's what
they
price
vary.
they are.
Mm-hmm.
Still, because I actually haven't purchased any in
Mm-hmm.
a little while. I believe, yeah, they're $1.99 generally.
Yeah, most of them are. Mm-hmm. You're right.
Yeah.
What's next on our list here?
Then we have the salmon rub,
Mm.
which, as far as versatility, yeah, that's not top of the list. It does go great with salmon.
Yes.
It makes any salmon that much better,
Mhm.
in my opinion. I have tried it on a few other weird kind of applications. I want to say, what did I use it with? Did I try it on a hard-boiled egg, and it was kind of interesting? I mean, it has like brown sugar in it, so you don't really, I don't know. Brown sugar hard-boiled eggs is a little weird, but yeah, smoked paprika, black pepper, dried thyme.
You know what I've tried it with?
What have you tried?
Those salmon cakes that I make, the little fried ones.
Yes.
Those taste good.
Canned salmon.
Canned salmon.
We've
Yes.
added it, and you put like, is it like breadcrumbs or panko?
Panko and egg, obviously, but it helps enhance the flavor from the salmon can. So
yeah, so we do like fresh salmon
mm-hmm.
fairly often, and we do canned salmon. We eat a lot of salmon. It may not be worth it for folks who don't eat a lot of salmon.
That's true. You may wonder if you could try it with whitefish, like if you put it on halibut or even shrimp.
Yeah,
you think? Maybe we'll have to experiment, see if it's good.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. The next one is onion salt, right?
Yes,
onion salt. That is probably a more basic seasoning that Trader Joe's has in their variety of seasons and seasoning, and that's for me like very like useful. Mm-hmm. I've gone through like 4 or 5 of those jars in like 2 years, probably even more, because it's perfect with everything. I love it.
I totally agree. That's one of my favorites as well. Anywhere you would use regular salt, everything. and I mean, as long as you like the flavor of the allium family, that's garlic and onions. It does have, I believe, yes, it has onion and garlic, couple different kinds of onions and chives.
Oh,
yeah. And then it of course has salt. Most of these have salt. I actually wish fewer of them contain salt, because you can always add salt, and some people may steer away from. Well, this is an exception. 21 Seasoning, salute.
Yes.
Which is also an excellent product. Again, review on the blog. We'll get to that one.
Yes.
After we get to the front row of these fancy schmancy seasonings. But yeah, this is definitely top 3 for me and top 3 for her. So,
tuna salad, egg salad, everything basically.
Yeah.
Pasta, rice. It just works.
Yeah, it's a excellent addition. And I think they call it onion salt. There's also like a garlic salt.
They do have that. We don't have that. A Trader Joe's brand. We have a generic brand, but yes, they totally do have that. Yeah, that's a good one.
Absolutely.
What's the next one?
The next one is citrusy garlic. Now,
oh yeah,
I really like that one too.
Yes.
That may be, well, there's it's top 5.
That was becoming top 5. Yeah.
I've got like 15 different seasonings in my top 5. That one maybe not as versatile as the onion salt, but citrusy garlic is just what it says. It's very citrusy. It lends itself to anything Well, chicken it goes well with. A lot of chicken dishes. Anything that you want both citrus and garlic.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I think you've tried it on corn, though, even, right?
yes,
Like
that goes
corn on the
great on
cob.
corn on the cob. And eggs. Well, actually, no, not eggs.
No, fish, though, like
Fish.
white fish, tilapia. I definitely know we've tried it with tilapia in the past.
Sorry, I'm distracted. There's like the neighbors walking around outside, and the sheriff has driven by like 3 times.
There's also a lot of vintage cars driving by.
That too.
Sorry, we're distracted.
Yeah.
But yes, the citrus garlic would probably go well with tilapia because we've had
It might.
tilapia tacos before. I think we've tried
Yes.
it in the past.
Yes, and you're gonna squeeze like lemon over a fish taco.
Totally.
And then you might also add garlic or something like that. So
I want to try it with shrimp now. There's a lot of these that I haven't tried with shrimp, and I think this one would go really well if you marinate it for like 2 hours.
You're absolutely right.
Grill it. Ideas for dinner.
And I'll let you kick off
yes.
Ajika.
This is like Nathan obviously was talking about the za'atar earlier. This Ajika seasoning is the same. I had the same experience with how he had it with the za'atar. We used it in, I think, fish and like chicken as well, like a rub for, grilling it. And then I never really touched it. And then this year I started experimenting with it, and I've been adding it to different things like eggs, tuna. I added in my egg salad the other day. I made an egg salad, and it was so good. Those flavors in the seasoning are, I don't know. They have like, obviously there's a robust like peppery flavor in it, but it's like rich and very, feels very, this is not the word, worldly. Okay. Like you're like in the Middle East and you're eating.
Well, it's from Georgia, the country.
Okay.
It's actually from Georgia. And that apparently is a popular seasoning in the nation of Georgia.
I see.
I guess that's a former Soviet state.
Well, I was wrong.
So it's like, what do they call that region? The Balkans?
Oh, the Balkans.
They're kind of north of the Middle East, but I guess that's still kind of the Middle East. Anyway,
you know what I just realized? The last ingredient in is marigold. How interesting. And I know they eat that a lot, like the flower.
Oh,
I know they eat that in some parts of the country. Well, like daffodils. They're kind of like, the daffodils.
Yeah, and it's crushed chili pepper and coriander.
Yeah. We're trying to make out the writing.
Fenugreek.
It's really good.
And garlic. So, yeah, it's interesting. And I mean, I love the stuff she's done with it. I'm not as skilled with Ajika. But I'm gonna buy it again. Georgian seasoning.
When I go back to Trader Joe's, because I'm low, I only have like a little bit left. Yeah. That's how much I used this year. Yeah. I'm surprised.
It's worth checking out for sure.
Definitely.
It's an interesting one.
I agree.
And I'm trying to. I don't know. You'd think I'd be better at. See, this is why I write a blog. That I'm not good like winging it. My vocabulary goes down the drain, and I'm just like, this one tastes red and this one tastes green. But I mean, like, my brain thinks like that. Yeah. I don't. What is that when you your senses get when you like hear colors and see sounds. What is that called?
I don't know.
I'm gonna put the word.
You will.
In somewhere. This one tastes more herby.
It definitely does.
This one is like a
smoked pepper, right? Almost?
Yeah, like a chili pepper, but not in the spicy sense.
No,
it's not very spicy. It's more just flavor, right? There's very little heat, but it doesn't. But it comes with the same kind of flavor.
Yes.
And there's nothing tomatoey about it either, but there's something distinctively red.
Yeah, it is red. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you.
So, is it my turn?
Yeah, your turn.
And I brought this up before. It's the Sriracha. in powdered form, which has grown on me. It spices things up. It's a little sweet.
I have to try this more, honestly. Like, I haven't experimented with it, but now that he's tried it in eggs and different things like that. I think I definitely want to try it in like my next Asian noodle dish. Either ramen, no, not ramen, pad thai. I take that back, pad thai, or even like Chinese food, just to see what that might taste like. I'm curious because I really haven't experimented it on different foods like he has. So
yeah, I'm going to read you some of the ingredients right now because it's so interesting. Granulated garlic. I didn't realize garlic is actually the number one ingredient.
Oh.
Sugar, salt, paprika, vinegar powder, and then on down the line there's like different types of pepper and citric acid. So, yeah, not what I would expect in a sriracha blend, but it's spicy like sriracha. It vaguely approximates the taste of real sriracha, and it's kind of sweet. So
it's probably better for you unless you buy the Trader Joe's sriracha bottle, because I feel like other brands, even though they're very popular, the Asian ones, I don't know. I think they might have some ingredients that aren't great for you, like the name brand ones.
Was it Hong Foy?
I think so. They might have some kind of oil that's not ideal, but it's what they use, right? But Trader Joe's has their own version of sriracha bottle,
which we've reviewed
as well, which I'm sure is probably a little cleaner in terms of ingredients. But I definitely think that's a better way to go anyway, because you can, there's no oil in it, right? There's no oil. It's just the powder. So anyway.
You think the oils are bad?
Well, some oils aren't great for you. I'm guilty of eating some of them.
I know. I've heard that sriracha is good for you. Like real sriracha is good for you because it's fermented. It's made of fermented chilies. And the fermentation, anything that's fermented is good for your digestive tract. It's good for skin. It's good for other things. So you're not going to get the fermentation benefits from this one, obviously.
True. But you're right.
But I guess, win some, you lose some, give and take, all that good jazz.
My favorite next is Green Goddess.
Yeah, these last two are unopened, but we're on our like third or fourth shaker of each.
Yes, that's how much again we like. Well, we both like it. I like it a ton. It goes well with everything. You can make your own salad dressing. You can put it in avocado, eggs, pasta. Sometimes I'll just like, if we just are kind of not feeling like cooking, I'll just make some plain pasta and we'll add some in there and a little bit of butter, and it's really good. So yes, that is wonderful. And they have a salad dressing, right? I believe.
Yeah. Well, they've had several different Green Goddess products.
Yes.
Yeah. Pretty sure one was a salad dressing, and one was like a dip.
Oh, that's right.
It was like a tub of Green Goddess something or other, right. And then I think they may have had more than one. One was like a vegan product.
Yes.
I want to say it was like a vegan dressing.
You're right.
Anyway, I'll throw some pictures up or put links in the description or something.
Yeah, I was trying to read the ingredients. So it's the primary ingredients: dried minced onion. And there's salt, garlic, oregano, and so forth. But it's one of my favorites.
It's similar to the onion salt in some ways.
In some ways,
it's a little more elaborate with, what else is in there? Parsley and
lemon juice.
Like oh, that's true. There is lemon powder, and which has lemon oil and lemon juice. Yeah,
it's good. I definitely hope you never get rid of it, Trader Joe's, because that's a favorite of mine, and he likes it as well. So.
Yeah, it is a good blend for sure. And then chili lime. It's been a while since I've used that. What do we use that for? That's another one that you can of course put on corn on the cob.
Yes.
Any kind of corn product, corn niblets. That's gonna
make cucumbers.
Anything that's like Mexican food.
Yes.
Tacos.
I would put in shrimp. There was something that came to my mind and I totally forgot. Oh, like chicken breast, like patties. Like if you want to make like your own grilled chicken breast patty and like put in a burger, that probably is really good. But yeah, cucumber, sliced cucumber, like Mexican style. You can just sprinkle that. Mango.
Yeah.
I would try it on mango or pineapple. I know that's weird for some people, but that's how we roll.
That's a big thing. People in LA are going to know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Any, Latin American folks are going to know exactly what you're talking about. For us gringos, people, who weren't exposed to that growing up. Yeah, I would see, there'd be fruit stands in just like random parks and all over the place, street vendors, and they'd whip out either pineapple or mango, stuff that's sweet. And then they start like sprinkling, red pepper on it. Yeah. And I'm just like, what the heck? And but it works. It's a little weird the first time I tried it, but it grows on you. And and then I guess they'll also put lime juice, right? Even on mango or pineapple or anything like that. To add a little bit of it's like spicy and sour on a sweet fruit.
Perfect for summer.
Yeah, it's an interesting combo. Refreshing.
Yeah, but we've used that one. It's just we have, like you said, we've used it before, so we haven't opened it recently. But that's a good one. And that was part of that pack you mentioned earlier, right?
Yeah, that came in the spice market, which again, don't think it's available anymore. I guess some people said that they do a different pack every few years.
Okay,
they do like a variety pack.
Change it up a little bit.
Excuse me. All right. Well, moving to this back row. This is everyday seasoning. We haven't used that a whole lot.
Not a ton.
And I don't think we have a review on the blog yet about this one.
To review it.
It's a product of South Africa. And what we noticed about it is it has like mustard seeds and stuff and a bunch of seeds. It's very peppercorn heavy. Yes. And we were I kind of wish they toned down the peppercorn in this one so you could taste all the other flavors.
Yeah.
Because the other one that we want to look at is this nothing but peppercorns. They call it rainbow peppercorn. It's a product of Brazil, India, and Malaysia, packed in South Africa.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know how that works, but
that's interesting.
Yeah,
you show them the side. There's all these different colors of peppercorn.
They're giving you all the finest peppercorns from around the world. Apparently, I don't know if that's in focus or not, but anyway, we'll shoot an insert shot if it's not working.
Yeah.
But it's like Brazilian pink peppercorns, Indian green peppercorns, Malaysian white peppercorns, and Indian black telecherry peppercorns.
Yeah.
It tastes a lot like peppercorn.
It's very peppercorn-ish. I want to try it in a burger. I was telling Nathan, I think after we shoot the video, I'm going to go get some ground turkey meat and fry it in there and see what that tastes like. It's probably very good.
Yeah, we've done that with beef, and we've also done that with bison.
Yes,
buffalo.
Bison meat, yeah.
We throw in peppercorn, and it really enhances the burger.
It does. Delicious.
Yeah. I'm not big on blast of peppercorn taste in most in most applications, but in a burger, for whatever reason, I love peppercorn.
Oh, the next one is that one you've reviewed before. It is Spanish saffron, and it's in there. I'm sure it'll be a close-up shot, but yes, this one is, to me, very rare, right? Because it's expensive, and also I haven't really found many applications for it as of now. So tell us how you use it, if you purchased it before.
Yeah, I mean, I think for the review I just put it in rice. I mean, I know saffron rice is a thing, and it worked just with white rice and veggies, but I know that there are plenty of recipes that would incorporate it. We just haven't been brave enough. It's kind of hard to get the right amount, because if you overshoot the mark, this stuff is fairly potent, and it actually makes my tongue numb.
Oh, that's right.
It has this weird effect on in my mouth.
It's an allergy?
It could be. It could be a mild allergy. It didn't affect my breathing or anything like that,
good.
but yeah.
Oh man, did you have to use tweezers also to get them out? Because they're so delicate strands.
I didn't use tweezers, but I used just a pinch in my fingers, and then I kind of tried to grind it up because they're like these threads, these red threads, and you have to break them up so that it gets dispersed rather than just these huge threads. It's a very interesting flavor. It's floral, and it's kind of, I don't know, how would you describe it?
Yeah, they're like florally smell to it. It's a little sweet. Right?
Yeah. There's, I don't know. We haven't used it much. No. I'll just say that. And it is very expensive, so we want to figure out what we're doing with it. I forget how much this was. It was like $7 or $9. It was, and it's a very teeny tiny little jar, and it wasn't even completely full when we purchased it. So
you said it's like a very expensive spice overall.
It's one of the most expensive spices in the world.
Wow.
Spanish saffron.
Way rarer, that's why. The next one is 21 Seasonings Salute, which is again another staple product from Trader Joe's. This is great.
And this one has no salt.
No salt. So if you have hypertension, or you're just trying to lower your sodium intake, that's a great product. We use it in everything, pretty much as well. Eggs, pasta. I love it on pizza. Like if you just have flatbread pizza, just sprinkle some on top of it. It's excellent. It just enhances the food a little bit more without worrying about sodium. So
yeah, we're looking at onion, black pepper, celery seed, cayenne pepper, basil, marjoram, oregano, thyme, rosemary, garlic, and then orange peel on down the list. So
very good. Yeah, probably our third bottle we purchased in our history of.
Yeah, it's an excellent product. And in the words of Russ, if you're having spice problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 21 seasonings, but the salt ain't one. That was one of his all-time best lines.
Yeah.
Had to say that. Just plain old cayenne pepper.
Good to have. I told Nathan I've been doing this every day. I take 1/8 of a teaspoon and put it in water. I know that's weird, but it's actually very good for you. It helps with your blood pressure, especially if you have it first thing in the morning. It kind of helps cleanse your circulatory system. If you have any cholesterol issues, it's been proven that this will help. Because it increases your metabolism because it's cayenne pepper, and they encourage it. Like if you want to put it a little bit on your food every day, I think it's a good thing for your health, and it makes your food taste good. It's a little spicy. Makes me sneeze a lot. That's one problem.
Me too. The spicy stuff is good for you in general.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep. Good product.
Yeah.
This is an interesting one that we reviewed. We both love garlic, both for its health benefits and for the flavor. Doesn't do wonders for your breath, but every rose has its thorn and all that. Black garlic, I feel like it doesn't wreak as much havoc on your breath.
No.
This is basically fermented garlic, and it's caramelized. It's kind of like what you'd think of caramelized onions. Well, this is the garlic version, and they're these little black grains of sand almost. And I don't know, it's a very interesting flavor. If you like garlic and you like the concept of caramelized whatever, onions or caramelized garlic in this case, it's like a sweet garlic flavor, which works very well with pasta, Italian type pastas, Alfredo sauce type things in general. I've put it on, what else have we put it on?
You said eggs?
Yeah, omelets and eggs.
Omelets.
It's a very interesting. Anywhere you'd want onions or garlic or allium type foods.
Yeah, that's very good. Yeah. So the only one thing I will say, and they even say it on the packaging, is that clumpy may
Excuse
occur. Clumpy may occur.
And it does.
Shaken to loose. You really do need to keep this in a very cool and dry place because it will clump if there's any kind of humidity.
And I would say don't try to shake it. Just take the lid off, take a fork, and just twist it around. That's how you break it up because it does clump even with a slight amount of humidity.
Yeah, but it's very good. Other than that, it's a great product.
Absolutely.
We'll buy it again. What's next? Just a staple, which is still good. It's the Trader Joe's organic ground black pepper. This is probably like one of their $1.99 price.
I have no idea how much the price is.
I think it is, and they it's just organic ground pepper. I've tried. We try in general just to buy organic like spices and so forth, just when we can because of pesticides. No, we do it with our rice. No, we do it with our rice, and we do it with some other grains, just because I'm paranoid about the pesticides that they spray on certain things. So this is good though. And one thing I didn't realize, and he showed me, was there are 3 different ways to sprinkle this in your food, and I was opening it from the main compartment, the one that throws it all at
she didn't see the little holes on the edge here.
Well, and there's also one that's like smaller than the main compartment, so you can, if you don't want just sprinkling, you want a substantial amount, it's less than the main one, right? So like the main little compartment to open it. So it's good. I like it. It's simple. I throw it into everything generally now. We've used quite a bit.
And last but not least, we have Dukkha.
Dukkha, yeah.
It's a nut and spice blend, and I found that it goes quite well. I think, did I say this at the beginning? It goes well with hummus. It goes well with anything Middle Eastern. Anything you're going to have, any kind of falafel dish, any kind of, Middle Eastern or Mediterranean salad, kebabs, any kind of, I guess it actually suggests it on the package, and we did try it like this, and it's excellent. Just take some olive oil, make a little pool of olive oil, and you got yourself some pita, and then you dip the pita in the olive oil, and it gets a little sticky, and then you just dip it in the dukkha. It's something like that, and then you've got this like nice, olive oil and nut dip. That's flavorful and interesting, and it's
got almonds, sesame seeds, fennel seeds, coriander, anise, and some salt. So I guess if you do have allergies, though, the nuts might not want to have this one. But it's very good. The more you talk about stuff like this, now I'm getting ideas in my head of what to make with it. I'm making like a salad with it. Put chickpeas, cucumbers, feta cheese, olive oil, and dukkha, and mix it and see what that does. We'll let you know.
And so, like I said, I know there are a few other spices that Trader Joe's, very popular Trader Joe's that we don't have here. The cheesy seasoning blend, which is good, not represented. What's another one? There was one we were trying to get our hands on, but they never had it in stock, like a year or two ago.
Yeah. There have been a few like that.
Yeah. Anyway, this is far from a comprehensive list. This is just what we have on hand.
Yep.
And I think, a lot of the stuff we try from Trader Joe's is really just forcing ourselves to try it for the sake of review and for expanding our own horizons. But this stuff right here is very just part of our everyday life. It's just it's nice to know that if you buy something and you find that it's bland, there's something here that you're going to be able to like just yoink out of the cupboard and make it taste a heck of a lot better.
Totally agree.
So,
and very inexpensive.
Yeah, for not a ton of money. And on occasion, I'll experiment with mixing more than one at the same time.
Yeah, you're adventurous. You do that. I don't mix them as much as I probably can.
Most of my experiments are not successful.
But you try them.
They're disasters.
Cool. Yeah, so as you can tell, we do like their seasonings overall. I've never met, other than the brands, McCormick and generic brands, when you go to the store, you got to give them credit. They've developed some pretty interesting flavors, right? Like the ketchup one or
Mhm.
the pizza one, the goddess one. These are you. That's not as common. I feel like going to just a store and buying them. I mean, you can make your own, but you have to buy like 20,000 ingredients to make.
Mhm.
You know. So.
Yeah, and they're already in the shaker in the correct proportions. So,
Hmm.
um,
And they're great to reuse if you empty them out and wash them out. You can keep little nails or paper clips. That's just like a little tip. So my top three are the onion salt, the green goddess, and the ajica.
and onion salt is definitely in my top three as well. And I think I'll say citrusy garlic. And right now, Zatar.
Hmm.
Thanks for watching. Please hit like, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave us a comment and let us know which of these spices is your favorite. And if we missed any and you know of them, please let us know. And we will get around to checking them out.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.
You search the aisles, find the treats that feed the soul. Joe's way. Nathan's bright Sonia, sweet delight. Eating good, they feel alright. Chew and savor every bite. Leave you waiting, high appetite, and sharing taste from day to night. Sonia laughs, her spark ignites.